Yeah, two very good teams here. These two teams are 45 and 13 combined this year, and that, of course, is because Arizona's 24-5, very good. But USC is a solid 21-8, and they've been 14-1 at home. And this is something I look for this time of year. Is we look for strong home courts wrapping up the final week of the season. Now, it's not the last home game for USC, and that's an angle that we can argue over the years has become less. Senior night isn't as important because there's not many seniors on these rosters, but teams still normally step up for their final home regular season game. That is not this game. USC finishes in a couple days on Saturday against Arizona State. But I still think it's a pretty good spot to use USC here. They have a solid revenge motive after losing by 15 at Arizona a month and a half ago. They shot terribly in that game, and I always like to see that when I'm looking at revenge spots. And it's not that they're mad; they want revenge. It's just a second meeting angle in which the box score is pretty lopsided. They're down by 15 at the half. They lost by 15 overall. Shot 37% from the field, just 23.5 from three. And Arizona, on the other hand, was 12 for 24, 50% from 3-point range. I doubt that happens again on the road here against a USC team that's allowing just around 33% from beyond the arc this season. Really good interior defense. That's why Arizona had to make those outside shots. But I think it's less likely to happen on the road in the rematch. And Arizona's also got a look ahead game at UCLA on deck as well on Saturday. So I think this is a good spot to take a live home dog tonight. This is a team that's 14-1 straight up at home this year, playing with revenge now, and we get a couple points on top of that. So take a look at USC tonight at 11 Eastern.
So if I'm playing this game, I'd be on the Trojans as well. So I guess my question is only a theoretical question, if we're going to talk. But the reason I didn't play Arizona is better than USC. From a spot standpoint, I can't say I hate this spot more. For Arizona. I mean, it's a bad, they're coming off a loss to Arizona State. They have UCLA on deck, and this is a meaningless game for them in a conference that they can no longer win in the regular season. So I get the USC piece of the equation. But isn't Arizona the better of these two teams? I mean, Arizona for me, and the other thing that concerned me is that they haven't lost back-to-back games all year. They are 4-0 straight off their four previous defeats. So how do you respond?
Yeah, no, I think Arizona is the better team, and that's obviously why they're the road favorite. And I get what you're saying. I mean, in a basic, straight up win situation, you do normally want to try to back the better team. I'll be honest, the biggest concern I have in this situation is something you kind of touched on there, Teddy, is that Arizona was definitely the better team in their last game and didn't win. But that actually concerns me because, as you said, they lost, as a 12-point favorite at home against Arizona State. Two ways it can go, right? That could either be a wake up call, which is a concern tonight, or as you kind of said as well, they don't have a lot to play for this week. Next week and the following weeks are more important. And I think that obviously showed in that Arizona State game. They also failed to cover at home against Colorado, winning by just 10 as a 12.5-point favorite as well. So definitely can make a case that Arizona's not all in right now in this final week of the regular season.